Hi, so back in the kitchen, and as you can see, we've got an absolute abundance of eggs. Hey, so meet the new girls. Raggedy. So these are the old ones, and the new girls are rescues. So they came out of an egg farm, and they're already starting to look better, getting more feathers. The combs are getting nice and red again, and they're pumping out eggs like you wouldn't believe. And if you look out the window, sun's out. It's getting a little bit warmer now here in Western Australia. So thoughts turn to ice cream. Um, this is obviously a low carb version because that's what we do here. If we haven't met before, my name's Alan. I've got a website called carbsurvivor.com. That was all spurred on by 5 years ago, in my mid 50s. I managed to lose 50 pounds or 23 odd kilos by just adopting a sensible, not too dramatic, low carb diet. So I ditched sugar, ditched carbohydrates, and swung across to healthier or better options. And I never looked back. So ice cream is probably a lot of people's favorite. Certainly is one of mine. And so here's a way you can make it 100% keto or low carb friendly. So let's get into it. So what we're going to need is 2 cups of whipping cream or cream of any sort, really. I've got whipping cream here. You can have thick cream, whatever you've got. A cup of good old milk, full fat, of course. And we're going to need 6 egg yolks out of the pile we've got at the back. 1 cup of your favorite sweetener. So I've got Lakanto. This is the baking version, so it's a fine grained, almost like caster sugar, but maybe a bit finer. So we need a cup of that. We need a teaspoon of vanilla extract. That's like the legit vanilla extract. And also something I've started adding recently is gelatin powder. Um, so the theory behind that is that it holds everything together tighter. So when you freeze it, the ice crystals can't get in between the molecules and the cream and all that sort of stuff. So it doesn't set like concrete. It's a lot more relaxed sort of soft serve ice cream. So again, remains to be seen. It's very early days trying that, but I will give it a shot anyway. And also we're going to need, we don't need, so all that stuff will make a nice vanilla ice cream. What I've also got here is 1/4 of a cup of cocoa powder or cacao powder. So I'll add that to turn the ice cream into chocolate ice cream. And who doesn't love chocolate ice cream? So without further ado, let's go. So first of all, we'll get our heavy bottom pan. We'll add in 1 cup of milk. Two cups of our cream. Which turns out to be the whole box. And that's out of the freezer, so it's not quite mixed together properly, but hey ho, it is what it is. And that we'll add our vanilla here too. 1 teaspoon. Put that in. And now I'll get that on to pretty much heat through nearly to a boil, not quite 100% boiling. Okay, while we're doing that, we will get 1 cup of our sweetener. So this, I'm using Lakanto. You can use dextrose, xylitol, so any of the non-sugar sugars. But Lakanto doesn't give a, so much of an aftertaste. For me personally, that dextrose and xylitol does. Okay, next we'll get our 6 eggs. I'll just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So complete with feathers and all sorts of other nasties, all sorts of other unmentionables. But yeah, farmyard life. What can you do? So I just need the yolk. So I'll let the white drain off. Get a little bit of white in there, it doesn't really matter, but as long as you don't get the feathers and the poop. 2. Ah, dropped it. Never mind. That should come. 3. 4. Sure, there's machines and things you can get for this, but this is the way I've always done it. So 6 egg yolks. The egg whites, I'll pop those back in the fridge and we'll use those for something. We shall see. And now grab a whisk and just give that a good old combine. So what we're trying to do here is just to make all that sugar disappear, or the Lakanto sugar replacement disappear. So that was easy. So we go. So now we'll wait for that. Wait for that milk and cream to come to nearly a boil, and then we'll come back and we'll add it to this mixture. Gelatin powder. So you nearly let me forget that. We're going with a couple of tablespoons. Made a gummy bears, but still. Okay, so we've got our heated up. It came almost, well, it actually came to a boil, but just managed to catch it. So now we just add slowly without burning my fingers. We'll just gradually combine those together. So for all intents and purposes, what we're doing here is making custard. It actually smells very custardy. Okay, it's just going to be quite thin. Oh, it smells good. So now we'll just need to pop that back into the heavy bottom pan, pop it back on the heat for about 5 minutes until it starts to thicken up a little bit. So there we go, we've got our ice cream base made. Now if you're impatient like me, we've got a problem now because that needs to cool. So I'll pop that, let it cool for a little bit, pop it into the fridge, and then when it's completely cooled down, we'll come back and get it into the ice cream machine. Okay, so our custard / ice cream mix is completely cooled. See, it's still nice and smooth. And what we're going to do now is I've got my cocoa powder here. I'm just going to add a little bit of water to that. To make it into a paste. So I do it this way so I don't get lumpy bits in the ice cream mix. So it kind of looks like nothing's happening for a good while. Okay, so we need more water. That's better. So I'll keep whisking this until it's smooth. Getting there. Maybe just a tiny bit more. There we go, it's more like it. And then I'll add that into the mix. Let's get a bit of that in. Okay, so now we've got a chocolate ice cream base. So you can pretty much flavour with anything you like. If I had some peppermint essence and some green food colouring, I could do mint. If I had some sugar-free choc chips, then I could do mint choc chip quite easily. If I had some rum essence, I could do rum without the raisin. Butterscotch, whatever you like, whatever you like. So the next phase, or next stage, is to get it into the ice cream machine. So if you don't have an ice cream machine, and why would you? You can put this into into like a Tupperware container, and then put it in the freezer, and then every sort of 15-20 minutes go in with a fork and just churn it through. But I don't really have time to do all that, so we picked up one of these years and years ago, and she's still going strong. So just have a little bowl, fill that about halfway up, and then pop it in to churn. I must admit, it's the most annoying noise in the world, but what we're looking to hear is a change in tone of the machine. So it'll do this for quite a while, and then it will slow up and make a different noise, and that's when you know that you're getting like that soft serve, peaky type ice cream. So we'll come back when it's done that. So we're pretty much getting there. You can hear the tone of that machine has slowed right down, so it's struggling to churn, which means we're pretty much ready. So here we go, our keto-friendly chocolate ice cream. As you can see, it's a nice soft serve. What does it taste like? Well, superb. Ben & Jerry's, eat your heart out. So what I'll do now is I will transfer that into a Tupperware container, put it into the freezer, then put the next batch in, and continue till it's done. So my name's been Alan. Thank you so much for watching. Keto chocolate ice cream, superb. Give it a go. If you do, pop a comment down below. Tell me how you went, how it worked out, what's your favourite flavours, and so if you do give it a go, I don't think you'll regret it. It's yeah, superb. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.